Before his death in 2009, Michael Jackson was the father of 3 children, albeit Bigi Jackson, his youngest, has made the decision to live a more private life than his older siblings. On February 21, 2002, the late Thriller singer welcomed Bigi, who renamed himself from Blanket in 2015, with an unidentified surrogate. Jackson shared his 2 elder siblings, Paris and Prince, with his former spouse, Debbie Rowe. Over time, Paris and Prince have become more well-known, with the former continuing her father's musical career, while Bigi has maintained a low profile, only seldom speaking with the media. On the other hand, he celebrated his father's 65th birthday in August 2023 along with his 3 siblings. At the Mandalay Bay Resort and Casino in Las Vegas, which is home to the Cirque du Soleil production Michael Jackson 1, he and Paris even conducted a fan Q&A. Here's all you need to know about Bigi Jackson, the youngest child of Michael Jackson, from his relationship with his siblings to his love of comic books and climate change. On February 21, 2002, Bigi was born as Prince Michael Jackson II. But soon after, his father gave him the nickname Blanket in honor of a phrase he used around his family. In an interview, he stated, "I say, you should blanket him, you should blanket her with something. A blanket is a blessing and a gesture of affection and concern." To show off his baby to admirers, Bigi's father held him over a Berlin balcony when he was 9 months old, covering his face with a towel. He wanted to announce it in a Lion King fashion, but he was criticized for putting his child in risk. "I make no apologies for what transpired." In a statement to the Los Angeles Times, Michael said, "I made a terrible mistake. I became sucked into the moment's thrill. I would never purposefully put my kid's life in risk." Bigi was primarily raised by his grandmother, Katherine Jackson, following Michael's death in 2009. Bigi was close to both of his siblings when he was a child, but he is particularly close to Prince. In 2019, a family acquaintance told People, Prince and Bigi are best friends. They share a lot of interests like science and sci-fi. In 2020, Bigi celebrated turning 18 at a sushi restaurant with Prince and Paris. Prince discussed on Access Hollywood in October 2019 how the siblings shared experiences as children bonded them. "I believe that growing up with siblings involves experiencing similar circumstances and factors," he remarked. "You kind of relate with them in that scenario because no one else truly gets how you were raised or how you grew up. However, they completely get you, and your relationship is incredibly unfiltered and honest." Prince declared that he and Bigi would launch their own YouTube channel where they would critique films after Prince graduated from college. They began by reviewing Avengers: Endgame before moving on to discuss other films, such as Marriage Story. In an interview with Entertainment Tonight, Prince expounded on his brother's cinematic and comic book knowledge during the 3rd annual Thriller Night costume party on Halloween in 2019. "My brother possesses a truly remarkable ability to identify the release year of a movie, even if he hasn't seen it." Prince clarified, "He knows the director, the crew, the staff, and everyone else behind it that you wouldn't know." He went on, "My dad encouraged him to study cinema growing up, so you would see that he truly thinks and studies about film in a distinct way. At an early age, we had a film instructor. Thus, he was the one who genuinely came up with the idea and supported it." One of Bigi's interests and passions is honoring Michael. During a unique interview with Good Morning Britain in November 2021, he discussed how his children carry on his father's legacy. "This place has a ton of pretty awesome items. This house and the studio here have a great deal of history." He said that's what he was all about, and then he mentioned his siblings. "That's what each of us want to do, make things that people enjoy but also benefit their lives." Bigi expressed his enthusiasm for mitigating the effects of climate change as well. "I do believe that everyone should be aware of it. Although there is still work to be done, our age is aware of its importance," he remarked. Bigi brought his grandmother Catherine to court in March 2024, arguing that she shouldn't be permitted to use Michael's estate to finance her ongoing legal dispute with the executors over an unreported recent transaction. Bigi and Catherine initially supported opposing the estate's proposed deal, which seems to be the estate's projected $600 million catalog sale to Sony. He claimed, however, that the estate wouldn't benefit from Catherine's appeal after a judge said the deal could proceed in the court documents that People was able to receive. Bigi stated that Catherine's request in her appeal in December 2023 that the estate pay her legal expenses would be unfair. Attorneys representing Bigi noted, "It is readily apparent that a reversal on appeal would be an extreme long shot." Bigi made the decision not to squander his resources by taking part in an appeal in light of such odds. Catherine has nevertheless chosen to challenge this court's decision. The heirs will not profit from that choice.